Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Kim's Corner and tonight's signature event, Hump Day How-Tos, how to layer your necklaces. I hope that you enjoyed the 10 posts that I put out for you. I asked you many questions in there, and go ahead and put in the comments. When it comes to layering necklaces, do you think you're a beginner, an intermediate, advanced, or an expert? Let me see that in the comments. Sometimes comments don't work, so I'm going to just roll through because I want to try to keep these signature events to about 10 to 15 minutes at the max, but I promise I will come back and comment on your posts if I don't catch it right away. And then I also asked if you had a favorite metal when you wear necklaces. Now, typically, if you are a silver lover like I am, then you are drawn to that for your necklaces, your earrings, your bracelets, and everything. But sometimes you might be drawn to one type of necklace or one metal tone more. And last week we talked about picking a metal based on your skin tone, your undertones, etc. So have you been using that this week at all? I'd love to know that. And has it changed your mind about what metal you like to wear? So welcome, welcome. We are going to talk all about layering necklaces. How many necklaces do you typically put on if you layer a necklace? I myself like 1 to 3. Usually I don't go over that, although the new Seashore has 5, and that looks really nice. I think because the 3 top ones are so delicate and fine that it works well for me. But how many do you like? As we know, when you are layering necklaces, doing so in odd numbers really does help. So the first thing we talked about was the different lengths. There are 14 to 16 inch. Those are considered chokers. So the mocha necklace, which is our beaded necklace, is 16 inches. I like this honey necklace because it's a 2-in-1 or 2 necklaces, and it all comes together, so they do not separate. Some of ours do, and I might show you a couple of those, but this one is 15 inches, so this is great. Number one, it's a layered necklace, so if you're not comfortable layering, you absolutely could go ahead and have this honey necklace. If you wanted to, you could add a gold hazy to it, but not required at all. Remember that a lot of times our necklaces have that 3-inch extender. This is absolutely not hooked up where the end is. So there you go. Then you could see that the 3-inch extender will allow you to change the length just a little bit as you're adjusting your necklaces. The next length is 17 to 19 inches, and that is the Princess. It's called Princess. 17 to 19, let's see, the Trudy necklace, the shorter one. Now this is a 2-in-1 that absolutely comes separated. It also comes in matte silver. This one is 17 and this one is 20. So that 20-inch falls within the matinee, which is 20 to 24. We also have, I'm just showing you some different lengths, the Esme here, the Esme The shorter strand is 16. The longer strand is 18. So that falls within the choker and then the princess. And then we talked about the matinee, which the larger or the longer Trudy is 20. So, or yes, 20. So that works. And I'm just looking at my notes to make sure. Then there is opera, which is 24 to 28 inches. And then finally, a rope is 35 inches and longer. I don't have one of those. Our new Millie necklace is 29 inches, so you can see that's pretty long. And I do have that on the shorter part of this, so you could extend it out to make it longer. But this is a gorgeous necklace. And a really fun thing that you could do if you wanted to, because you can mix and match. The Esme necklace does come apart. So check this out. If you were going to layer, if you added the shorter Esme on there, now we've got a little bit of dimension and texture in there. But then what if we also add the longer Trudy in there? And remember that that one could extend out even longer, so you could try to match that into somewhere in the middle. That is the really good thing about the lengths, the extenders. So now, as you can see, I put that on a little longer, and now I've got that almost measured in the middle. So it's really good to go ahead and play with the lengths and create something that you like. It's not about what other people like, it's about what you like. Then we talked about different mixing and matching styles. So I've showed you several styles. I showed you the paperclip chain on the Trudy. I also showed you this designer chain on the Trudy. There are delicate chains. There are pendants. There are beads such as in the mocha. There are medallions such as in the Millie or in the Esme, which I had turned back, but you can see that there's a great heart medallion. So there's all kinds of different textures and styles that you can mix together to create a really amazing look in your necklace. Now, as far as mixing and matching metals, absolutely whatever you like. A lot of times gold and silver look great together. Rose gold is a wonderful accent color. You could pick, if you're doing 3, maybe 2 in one metal and then do 1 in a separate metal. Just try to find a balance and consistent look that you like. And like I said, experiment and make sure that you are having fun with it. Now, when we talked about the different ways you could, we also included a conversation about where you could wear them. So there's the casual, and I have some notes over here and I want to make sure I cover it. There's a casual day, so you want to keep that simple with maybe delicate chains, minimal pendants for that look. And then there is the work wear look, and that one you can layer a little more with some elegance, When you go out, you might want to use a bold statement piece and then mix a little bit of metals to create a really dramatic look. For special events, you can use intricate designs, unique pieces that will really stand out. And finally, for every day, mix versatility to create a look that really you like to wear. Next up, we talked about the care of your jewelry. Now, it's really important to remember to avoid the S's. So sweat, don't swim with your jewelry. Sprays. So the best tip I can give you on that is to remember it's the last thing you put on before you go out. And when you get home, it is the first thing that you should take off. And you should, I'm looking around to see, and I don't have one of my microfiber bags, but you can wipe your jewelry down with the bags that some Park Lane comes in, or you can also use just a really soft cloth. When I send out some jewelry, Kim's Kindness kits, I have a little cloth that I've ordered and I send those out. If you would like to, if you don't have a soft cloth and you would like to receive one, you can message me and let me know, and I can certainly make sure that you get something. Now, when you're storing your jewelry, remember to use compartments or hooks to keep them from tangling. When you travel, we've talked about different ways that you can do that. And then also remember to store in a cool, dry place so that you avoid exposure to moisture and direct sunlight. And then one suggestion I had is if you don't have something, you can create a really fun DIY. So do it yourself by getting a cork board and putting some hooks on it, and then putting your jewelry on that and displaying it that way. Next up, I talked about the tip of clasping two necklaces together. So the way that you would do that, and I'll use the Trudy. I want the other Trudy. So you unhook them, and then I'm going to unhook this one, and I'm going to take the hook from the one and I'm going to put it in the eyelet of the second one. So now these two are connected. You can put one in the front like you normally, like this is the way I want it displayed. And this is going to be the hook for the back. I want this hook on this side because I'm right-handed. Then you just simply wrap it around. And then you take the two different ends and you connect them in the back. And of course, my hair is not cooperating. There we go. Okay, I got it. So once it is like that, it's so easy to adjust. You could make one more of a choker. You can adjust them out any way you want to. But this is a really great way to keep your necklaces from untangling. So I highly recommend that you go ahead and learn how to use that trick. It's such a great trick. And especially if you are layering necklaces, that's a good way to do it. So as far as guidelines, there aren't really any guidelines. While layering in odd numbers, which we talked about because it keeps your eye from pairing things up and then the eye flows more, you should do whatever you want to do. If you have two necklaces on and that feels great and you like the look, go for it. There aren't really any guidelines. So remember that the free or the exclusive offer this week is if you purchase a necklace by Sunday, this Sunday, you will get a free necklace from me. So the way that you would do that is you're gonna come back and you're gonna comment free, and I will make sure that I get a necklace mailed out to you. So you can go to my website, www.shinewithkim.com, and then you place an order. If it has a necklace in there, message me and I'm going to look and see what you ordered, and I'm going to try to find something that goes well with it. Now, I hope you found some good value. We've been doing a lot of different signature events about many different things, and I hope that you are finding these of value. I'd love to know what your biggest takeaway was from tonight's signature event. And also remember that if you share this to someone or tag them in there, come back and comment on post 10 done so that you can go into an extra drawing. You'll get 5 tickets for that. And I do a participation prize, and also you're going to get a free necklace if you place an order from my website. And I'm always happy to help with that. So if you need help, you can let me know. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the signature event. Get out there and experiment and have fun with your layered necklaces. Good night, and make sure that you sparkle and shine, sisters and misters.